Jupiter in Gemini, Luck and Opportunity Messenger, May 25, 2024 to June 9, 2025, written, directed, and produced by Rev Dr. Dickie Joe Mullen. Jupiter has to do with all sorts of communication, skills, and education. Jupiter will be retrograde October 9 to February 4 in 2025. Dr. Dickie Joe Mullen suggests that we complete what we start working on during this period, and it will bring forth good reward.
Hello, stargazers. I'm astrologer Dickie Joe Mullen in Orlando, Florida, coming to you with a special alert about the biggest member of our solar system, the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is changing signs and will be transiting Gemini from May 25th of 2024 until June 9th of 2025. When an outer planet or a large planet changes signs, this affects the flow of life on Earth. Of course, we all respond to the moon, the planet Mercury when it's retrograde, our own birth charts, but Jupiter's changing signs and influence is really significant in understanding other people, the mood of the masses, and what's going on in the here and now. One of the companies in broadcasting, the RCA company years ago, noticed that radio and television reception was very affected by the planets Jupiter and Saturn. And of course, in astrometeorology, the astrology of weather, the larger planets are crucial and are used in accurately predicting earthquakes and the various almanacs, storms, and so forth. So let's see what Jupiter in Gemini will represent. Jupiter is, of course, identified with one of the classical gods, and the tales about the gods and the goddesses were really all about astrology. In earlier times, Jupiter, the largest entity on Mount Olympus, or Jove, represents everything that relates to luck or lack of luck, expansion, growth, and opportunities. The positive part of Jupiter moving through Gemini is in the realm of communication, learning, and intellectual pursuits. Keep on reading and see how this placements will affect different aspects of your life. Abundance, growth, and expansion. Gemini is an air sign. The air signs relate to curiosity and adaptability. When these energies combine, it creates a dynamic, intellectually stimulating influence. In the world, this is going to affect the world of education, because Gemini relates especially to basic or elementary education through early secondary education, maybe through junior high school or middle school, and then through the beginning of high school. And of course, there's a crisis, those of you who are teachers will know, in the early educational world, with teachers being attacked and scores on many achievement tests and many schools just not being up to snuff. While Jupiter is in Gemini, some new trends can come in to really help the world of education, those very important foundation years in the educational realm can kind of get a highlight, a turn for the better coming along. The sign of Gemini is actually ruled by the planet Mercury. If you think of mythology again, Mercury or Hermes was all about quick movement and communication. So I think that our abilities to communicate will maybe even be more efficient, more lightning fast than ever. And combined with Jupiter transiting the Mercury-ruled sign of Gemini, we're looking at an amplification of all of this idea of talking and curiosity and eagerness to learn, and a focus on the fields that require really good communication skills, such as writing, teaching, or sales. Jupiter in Gemini shows a wide range of interests Intellectual stimulation represents new and novel ideas coming in. Enjoy exploring different perspectives. This can lead to a tendency to become easily bored, though, and attention deficit disorders can be on the rise. Working with the general public, promotions, you have to get to the point quickly with things in order to keep your audience. And I feel that shorter publications rather than longer ones, and ones that have a lot of visual aids, a lot of pictures, will be the most appealing. Think of everything being fast and thriving in a constantly changing environment. These are some more characteristics of what we can expect in 2024 through 2025 while Jupiter is in Gemini. Intellectual curiosity, excellence in communication, persuasive attempts, and also versatile interests in different things. The impact of this placement shows an attraction to people who stimulate our minds and share our love for learning and exploration. Getting together with brainstorming sessions, maybe discussing books or other topics, can be appealing because intellectual compatibility in relationships will be on the rise. In terms of career paths, finding a job, Jupiter in Gemini focuses on those who work in the fields of communication and travel, and also in intellectual things like research, journalism, any occupation that utilizes the skills of thoughts and languages. A good year to learn another language or become adept in a second language, or just to learn some unusual words in English. Anything to do with words and clarity of communication is really critical right now. Overall, the mind fosters intellectual growth while this transit is in effect. Abundance can come through heightening communication and learning and networking skills. And anything that embraces a wider personal growth, getting outside of a comfort zone, breaking barriers. This is a testament to the powers, the limitless potential of the human mind. Most of us are lucky to use 4 or 5% of our brain power. A genius like Einstein might use 5%. Many people just use 2%. Of course, that's not any of our listeners here. I'm sure you're at least 3 or 4%. But just think if you could use 10 or 20% of your brain power. Through cultivating the mind, mental exercises, while this transit is in effect, you might go to a whole new level and break that barrier. What an interesting and appealing thought. Now, Jupiter will be in retrograde motion from October the 9th of 2024 through February the 4th of 2025 in Gemini. While Jupiter is retrograde, it's good to go back and review, reconnect, reconsider. Think of the prefix RE, redo, review, restudy. Everything that you've been working on so far. And then when it finally goes direct, then until it changes signs on June 9th of 2025 is the time when the real fruit of this powerful transit will be recognized. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and it co-rules Pisces. And so placements in Sagittarius and Pisces, people born under those birth signs can particularly feel the Jupiter retrograde and the Jupiter transits. A quick wit, charming personality, open-mindedness, a thirst for knowledge, these are the keywords that we want to cultivate during this transit. The many positive traits here can bring also a struggle with scattered energy and a tendency to become easily distracted. Make it a habit to complete everything you start while Jupiter is in Gemini. Don't leave an article or a letter half finished. It could just disappear. Whatever you're going to do, if it's a research project, Be sure to complete everything in order to not fritter away opportunities that are arising under this wonderful trend. Jupiter in Gemini struggles with indecisiveness, pays you money and takes you choice, as the old cliche from the circus barker seems to say. And it's a very important time that you want to meet the challenges that involve a struggle to commit to things. Restlessness is something to watch out for. This can be overcome through meditation or exercise, or simply taking the time to sleep and unwind, and then refresh yourself. Information overload you have to watch out for. It's so stimulating just to watch a common television program. There's so many ads, so many noises, different sounds, things being presented so quickly. And we can all just process so much. We're being bombarded with so much information. Know when to say is enough and step back. There also can be a superficial quality to this transit. Delve into subjects deeply that interest you. This could be through reading, taking a course, or just spending time in thoughtful reflection. Ultimately, understanding and balancing these challenges can lead to this being an extremely positive year. Whether you have Jupiter in Gemini natally, are a Gemini, or are under an air sign like Libra or Aquarius, or the Sagittarius or Pisces rulerships, this can be an especially good time for almost everyone. Versatility in communication, expressive, and being a natural storyteller, and sharing stories and anecdotes. All of this can be appreciated during this trend. I'm Dickie Jo in Orlando, Florida, wishing you good luck in the year ahead while Jupiter is transiting Gemini.
Thank you for watching the video. Rev Dr. Dickie Jo Mullen has been gifted with several psychic learning styles that she has developed over her lifetime. Each of us has been gifted with innate psychic learning styles as well that we may choose to develop. Rev Dr. Dickie Jo Mullen is an astrologer, psychic, and parapsychologist. She provides astrology, psychic, rune, and tarot card readings. She provides face-to-face and Zoom readings and seances. She offers webinars, face-to-face individual and group sessions as well. Here are Dr. Mullen's social media sites. Her email recently changed. She offers inspirational insights on her WordPress site. She has more than 200 related videos on her YouTube channel and also maintains a Facebook page. Rev Dr. Dickie Jo notes that use of the internet enhances the psychic energy of her work. She observes that this is a result of the fusion of her earthbound energy, her psychic energy, and internet energy working together. She encourages you to explore and develop your innate psychic learning styles.